Hey, I got a brand new trick and a tutorial on the road. So here we go. Whoosh, got a deck of cards, which I'll give a cut. All right, mix them up a little bit. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a card out of the deck. So let's just say I stop right there, pick up this card. I don't take it, and I'll put it in the middle of the deck someplace, okay? It'll be facing up. This will be my card, okay? So let's put it in the deck facing up like that. All right, again, do this. Let's say we pick your card right here. All right, so I will not look at it. I'll show it to the camera. There it is, memorize that card. And now I need to find that card with the help of the card that I picked earlier, okay? So let's put that on top of here. Okay, give the cards a cut. Another cut. Okay, now I'm going to put the cards into, well, first of all, let me show you that there's that card facing up and there's nothing else funny going on. All right. Now I'm going to have to put them into two piles of 26, okay? So I'm just going to take 4 off at a time. 8, 12, 16, 20, 4, and 5, and 6. All right, set that there. Square up the piles. Okay, do a little bit of whoosh, magic. Now I'm going to take cards off the top. And I want to go all the way down to my card, which is facing up. All right, now, with any luck, this is the card that we picked for you. The Queen of Clubs. All right, that is pretty cool and amazing in itself, but let's take it a step further. What if I found an ace, another ace, another ace, and another ace? That's amazing, but let's take it even a step further. If I take this black ace, move it over here. If I show all the cards that are with it, they are all black. Every single card. If I take this ace, set it down. Every card in that deck is red. If I take this black ace up on the top here, flip them over, every card is black. And finally, if I take this ace, flip them over, every card is red. Now that's a trick. Whoosh. All right, so that's the trick. There is some setup. So I'll show you the setup really quickly. Basically, you have half the deck red and half the deck black. Okay. So let me just quickly get this set up again, right? So I apologize for that, but hopefully you like the trick. It's a great trick, and it's pretty easy to perform. So let me show you how that works. Okay, so first of all, the setup again is all black with the aces at the ends. Same thing, all red with the aces at the ends. Doesn't matter which deck goes on top or the other or the bottom. So there you go. So we're all set up. Okay, now the next step is I did this. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, but I want to get a card near the bottom or near the top, excuse me. So I stop, just somewhere right in there, pick a card. All right, that's my card. Now, the secret to what I'm doing with that card is I'm putting it in the middle of the deck, but I'm actually putting it in between the two aces in the middle. So you see the two aces. So I place the card in there just in between them like that. That's how I can identify them, and it'll work for the trick. And then, of course, you take it slow, pushing it down, making sure everybody sees it's buried in the deck. Okay, then the second time I do this, hope I did it this way. I go down because I want to go more than half. So let's just say right there, we pull a card, show it to the camera. For the tutorial, we'll take a look at it, okay? Okay, then I set these piles down. That's important because there's an ace here and there's an ace on the bottom. So you look at the card, again, I don't look at it. I set it on top, so now it's, again, going to be in between the aces. Put this on top. So now the trick is all set up. You can do a couple of cuts if you want, because that doesn't affect the trick at all. And then what I did was I looked through the pile just to see where that 3 is, or whichever card it may be, because if it's too far back, you have to go through all these cards to get to it during the trick. So if this happens, you just take some cards quickly, don't even say a word, and you're all good to go. The next and final step before you reveal is you got to get 2 piles of 26. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 4, 5, and 6, and you saw the 3 in there, so it's near the top, so it'll be a lot easier to get to instead of having to go through the whole pile of 52 cards to find the card. Okay, then again you do a little bit of magic. Whoosh. And then when you do this part, when I practiced earlier, I picked up 2 cards accidentally one time, and obviously if you do that, it won't work. Whoops, see, I almost did it again. So I kind of just give it a little squeeze to make sure you only have 1 card, and then you are just going down to the card that's facing up, and the other card should be right next to it. So you see, this takes a little time, so the further you are into the deck, the harder it is, or the longer it takes. Okay, so we have our 3 right here. So again, this, if we're lucky, should be the Jack of clubs. Again, you put those to the side, and once you see that Jack, you know these aces are all right, because when I screwed it up, an ace showed up instead of the Jack. So you set these aside and go, okay, now wouldn't it be amazing to take it a step further if all of a sudden we found the 4 aces on top? And then this just works, so it's a self-working trick. If you do the steps, they always will come out all black. That's not a very good showing of it, but these will always come out all red. Again, drop the ace, and then all black. And finally, all red cards. So that's the trick. That's the tutorial. I hope you liked it, and have a great day.